I loved this idea that these two characters would sustain an entire film from start to finish. I found that really interesting. I'd never read a script like that before. And I also really believed in what the story says in terms of you can change as a person in immeasurable ways, and it's perfectly possible to experience something in your life and never really be able to go back to the way your life once was before, or what you thought your life was and what you thought your life was going to become.
No! Anybody! Anyone?
I'd never done anything even really close to this in terms of altitude. Running at altitude is absolute agony. Agony makes your chest burn. It is so horrible, and that was the one thing about this film that I really handled badly. I'd be like, okay, can't breathe. And I'm fit. I'm like fit, strong, fit person, but that was one thing that I wasn't prepared for at all.
Someone's looking for us.
The pilot didn't file a flight plan.
Nobody knows where we are. We're all we've got, me and you.
Working together with Idris, it was completely brilliant because we have a totally different energy and actually different ways of working as well. Whereas I'm quite a lot about dialogue and making sure that we've got the lines down and that we know what we're doing. Idris would be very much like, don't worry about that stuff. It's all about the energy. It's all about the atmosphere. And so we'd have to kind of adapt to each other's way of working because both way of working was completely relevant and we needed both of those qualities.
We can go 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, and 3 hours without shelter.
I had seen Hani Abu-Assad's previous work and loved his storytelling. It's very, very simple and yet deals with extremely complex emotions that are very real and often quite difficult, I think, to portray on film because they're often bound up in conflict and tragedy, and yet somehow he is able to convey those things on film in a really gentle way that is captivating and also humorous sometimes as well. It's perfectly possible to find moments of great random humour in extreme situations or moments of great tragedy and sadness, and I really admired the way that he handles that in his filmmaking, and so I was excited to collaborate with him.
Ben!
Alex!